In the year 1999, conflicts between the Islam and Christian communities broke out in the Maluku Islands, a province in eastern Indonesia consisting of 1,450 islands. One of the most tragic consequences of conflicts experienced is the division between the Muslim and Christian communities. As a result, in Maluku, especially in Ambon and the surrounding islands, villages are divided into being Muslim and Christian villages. Unfortunately, even schools are separated in this way, despite the fact that they belong to the government. Almost all state schools, as well as the teachers and students, are labeled and divided as Islam and Christian. The outcome of this division is a strained or almost no relationship between the Muslim and Christian students and teachers for almost 15 years. This is truly sad, especially because since the colonial days of the Dutch, the people of the islands of Maluku were known to be multi-religious and multicultural, where interfaith harmony between villages was part of daily life and well known to the whole world. For the last 3 years, the Asia Foundation has been working for peace building with the Ambon Reconciliation and Mediation Center of the State Institute of Islamic Studies, ARMC-IAIN Ambon. The programs have been focusing on creating teachers who can become agents of peace, religious tolerance, and harmony in schools. We call them peacemakers. There are more than 49 teachers from both religions from around 30 schools who have followed programs in peace education with all kinds of knowledge and skills needed, like multiculturalism, interfaith dialogue, value and peace education, and live-in, experiencing living in the homes and communities of people whose religions are other than their own. These programs have been given mainly by ARMC-IAIN Ambon with the Asia Foundation. After 3 years of conducting these programs, the Asia Foundation has taken the initiative to work together with ARMC-IAIN Ambon to gather again these 49 peacemaker teachers to further ideas of interfaith, tolerance, and harmony through a program for tolerance and peace education conducted in World Interfaith Harmony Week 2015 with the theme Love of God or the Good and Love of the Neighbor. Using these two themes, the document A Common Word is the focus of the festival and workshop of World Interfaith Harmony Week in the context of building peace on Ambon Islands. Martha Christina Tiahahu Interfaith and Harmony Festival. Martha Christina Tiahahu, 1800 to 1818, is the heroine of Ambon and the surrounding islands. She is known for her perseverance and courage in opposing the Dutch in colonial times. From her were born life values of the people of Maluku. The festival on 30 January to 1 February 2015 strengthened the values of peace and religious tolerance. It was held on the island of Nusa Laut, Central Maluku, the place of Martha's birth. All the villages and interfaith communities on the island were involved, sharing and cooperating with one another in both ethnic and religious harmony with a common word perspective. This perspective of a common word, ACW, is very relevant in Maluku as the proportion of Muslim and Christian there are almost 50-50. This balance in population of Muslim and Christians makes the value of working together there very important, based on the common grounds of the two religions, Islam and Christianity. Because of this, the festival and workshop are designed using the perspective of ACW to build tolerance and peace among the participants.
Festival Martha Christina Tiahahu kali ini dilakukan di Pulau Nusa Laut, dan yang dilakukan di sana adalah yang pertama, kami membuat kegiatan dengan anak-anak bagaimana menghidupkan nilai dalam aktivitas membaca, dan itu menjadi harapan untuk lewat buku mereka terbuka seperti Jendela Dunia. Yang kedua, mengangkat nilai-nilai kearifan masyarakat seperti makan patita. Itu aktivitas makan bersama. Di sini terlihat kebersamaan tanpa melihat perbedaan umur, agama, dari mana, semua bersama-sama dan mempunyai waktu untuk saling berbagi, baik cerita, baik pertemuan dalam suasana makan itu. Hal yang menarik lain adalah melakukan satu perjalanan dengan menggunakan obor. Dan obor itu menjadi lambang sebuah spirit bagi suatu kebangkitan semangat yang ada pada Martha Christina untuk membela kebenaran. Itu dilakukan dari negeri ke negeri, sehingga terlihat ini menjadi satu kesatuan dari masyarakat untuk bersama-sama menciptakan sesuatu perubahan yang lebih baik yang dimulai dari beta, dimulai dari masyarakat itu sendiri.
Stars, hide your fires. These here are my desires, and I will give them up to you this time around. And so I'll be found with my stake stuck in this ground, marking the territory of this newly impassioned soul.
The most significant change, cerita-cerita perubahan dari ibu bapak sekalian.
When religion become involved.
Anda sendiri dipengaruhi oleh lingkungan Anda.
Nama saya Muhammad Yusuf
Hasan Mulia,
Kristen Devra,
Ismail Pamah, Amin Tidak Putih,
Serwi Noel, Turi Melawal.
Workshop on Tolerance and Peace Education. The workshop, done in the light of a Common World ACW, was designed to celebrate 3 years of efforts to vitalize the values of tolerance, interfaith, multiculturalism, and peace education in schools. The workshop was for 3 days, Monday until Wednesday, 2 until 5 February 2015, at the Natsepa Hotel Ambon, a cool and beautiful place very suitable for sharing among peacemaker teachers. The workshop was inaugurated by Dr. Abidin Wakano, the head of the committee, and Dr. Hasbullah Toisuta, director of the Institute of Islamic Studies IAIN Ambon. Since 1999, both these figures have been involved in the peace-building processes in Maluku. The keynote address was given by Professor Dr. Syamsul Arifin, the director of the Center for the Study of Religions and Multiculturalism PUSAM in the Muhammadiyah University Malang, East Java. Professor Syamsul underlined the importance of rebuilding tolerance in the Indonesian context. He mentioned that the document A Common World is very relevant and important to develop in Indonesia, a plural society, especially on the islands of Ambon, whose Islam-Christian composition is almost 50-50%.
Ya, peserta kegiatan ini adalah para guru-guru. Kita berharap bahwa ke depan guru-guru ini akan menjadi agen di sekolah masing-masing, karena pendidikan adalah instrumen transformasi budaya sangat penting untuk membangun budaya damai di Maluku.
Guru-guru yang ikut dalam acara ini berasal dari Muslim, Kristen, dan Katolik. Ini sangat penting karena memberikan kesempatan pada guru untuk berjumpa dengan yang berbeda. Melalui perjumpaan ini, mereka bisa mengalami perasaan positif, merasa aman, merasa dipahami, merasa bernilai. Dengan perasaan positif ini, mereka bisa merasakan betul perdamaian dari dalam diri mereka.
Pendidikan multikultural itu sebenarnya bertolak dari setiap individu itu unik, di mana setiap orang itu mempunyai banyak lapisan, multiple layer, entah lapisan agama, lapisan etnis, lapisan bahasa, gender, geografi, ekonomi, sosial, dan seterusnya. Salah satu pendekatan yang mungkin tepat itu adalah semakin peserta didik mengenal pihak lain, maka semakin kecil terjadi prasangka.
Strategi Bina Damai di Ambon ini sudah langsung
masuk kepada jantung persoalan karena menyentuh kepada pendidikan generasi muda. Karena damai yang langgeng dan abadi hanya bisa ditumbuhkan melalui proses pendidikan. Nah, yang menarik di Ambon ini, melalui berbagai inisiatif ini justru tumbuh dari bawah. Tumbuh dari guru, dari komunitas-komunitas, dari aktivis-aktivis. Harapan besar saya adalah inisiatif yang tumbuh dari bawah ini bisa kemudian menyebar, kemudian berkembang menjadi sebuah sistem.
The first session introduced the perspective of a common world to the participants. This was done by two interfaith activists, Dr. Gerardet Phillips and Dr. Budi Munawar Rahman. Gerardet Phillips is a Roman Catholic sister of the RSCG Order, a Vatican representative for interfaith dialogue in Indonesia, whereas Budi Munawar Rahman is a university lecturer, speaker, and writer on tolerance, pluralism, religious freedom, and human rights. Budi is now working also as a program officer for the Asia Foundation on the issue of minority rights and religious freedom in Indonesia.
Saya pikir common word itu sangat relevan untuk dunia kita saat ini. Sangat relevan. Karena kita hidup dalam satu masa di mana kita saling curiga, kita mengerti satu sama lain, dan a common word ini satu contoh di mana memberi pendidikan kepada kami untuk mengerti kitab suci satu sama lain sebagai satu jalan untuk rekonsiliasi dan perdamaian.
Di dalam program ini kita sebenarnya ingin menyumbang apa yang menjadi best practice dari proses-proses perdamaian di Indonesia. Ambon dan Maluku secara lebih luas adalah laboratorium untuk perdamaian.
Love of God or the good and love of the neighbor as the fundamental values for peace is the common ground for interreligious harmony in Indonesia, especially in Ambon. These two important common word values were clarified more in the workshop concretely by the Living Values Education LVE as cooperation, freedom, happiness, honesty, humility, love, peace, respect, responsibility, simplicity, tolerance, and unity. This was done in groups assisted by the LVE facilitators. Abidin Wakano from IAIN Ambon, Jackie Manuputi from the Protestant Church of Maluku GPM, Mukawim from the State Islamic University UIN Yogyakarta, Gerardet Phillips from the Parahyangan Catholic University Bandung, Rani Anggreni Dewi from the University of Paramadina Jakarta, Iqbal Hasanuddin from the Institute for the Study of Religions and Philosophy LSAF Jakarta, Ihsan Ali Fauzi from Center for Religions and Democracy Pusat Paramadina Foundation, and Budi Munawar Rahman from the Asia Foundation.
Sesungguhnya proses perdamaian telah mulai ketika konflik itu mulai, ya, dalam klaster-klaster kecil awalnya, tetapi juga yang lalu dirajut menjadi sebuah anyaman perdamaian yang bergerak sejak 99. Sebenarnya menarik untuk dilihat adalah pendekatan berbasis civil society. Bagaimana masyarakat mengorganize dirinya dan mengupayakan bangunan perdamaian itu menjadi tegak.
Ada dua wajah agama, ada ambivalensi dalam hubungan antara agama dan kekerasan dan perdamaian. Ya. Di satu segi, agama seringkali menjadi simbol alat dari upaya-upaya orang yang ingin melakukan kekerasan, tetapi sebenarnya agama juga bisa menjadi sumber dari nilai aktivisme orang-orang yang ingin mendahulukan sisi perdamaian dalam agama gitu.
Two documentary films, Provocator for Peace and The Imam and the Pastor, were used to help further discussion. Provocators for Peace is a documentary film made from the living experiences of the teacher participants. Some of the actors were present, where a Muslim teacher lived for 2 days in the home of a Christian family and vice versa.
Setelah kita berjumpa sesama guru, baik dari komunitas Muslim maupun dari komunitas Kristen, di situ ada satu titik
perjumpaan yang luar biasa yang kita sendiri merasa rindu. Pada saat kegiatan terjadi perubahan yang luar biasa dalam diri kita. Yang tadinya ada sekat, ada pemisah antara satu dengan yang lain, kami jadi satu. Kami satu dalam hati, dan kemudian terbitlah inisiatif bahwa jangan lagi kita berpisah.
Dan ketika pertemuan pertama kali ada kecurigaan, ya. Tetapi ketika kita mengikuti kegiatan ini selanjutnya, apalagi dengan kegiatan live-in, kita yang beragama Kristen harus tinggal di komunitas yang beragama Muslim, kita hidup bersama-sama berdampingan dengan mereka. Ada satu hal yang sangat luar biasa yang kita rasakan selama ini, bahwa hidup dalam kebersamaan itu indah. Karena saya tahu bahwa di Al-Quran maupun di Alkitab itu dibilang kalau hidup dalam kebersamaan di situ Allah memberikan berkat, di situ pasti ada.
The session Indonesia Without Discrimination was facilitated by Elza Peldi Taher and Anik Hate from Denny J.A. Foundation. The session connected the values already explored over the 2 days with a very important keyword in building peace, non-discrimination.
Kamu mungkin berhasil menyebarkan teror, tapi kamu tak pernah bisa menghapus warna-warni Indonesia. Indonesia tanpa diskriminasi. Indonesia tanpa diskriminasi.
Mindfulness for Peace. At the beginning and the end of each day, workshop session called Visualizing a Peaceful World were facilitated by Sister Helen Kirin, Sister Gerdet Phillips, Rani Anggreni Dewi, and Mukawim from the Association of Living Values Education Alive Indonesia. These 2 sessions use an inside-out approach to make our world a better world. With visualization, the participants created the peaceful world so desired, connecting again with their true inner selves. At the end of the program, they acknowledge that peace must always begin from ourselves and radiate out to those around, to family, society, our nation, and to the world.
Meditasi menurut saya adalah masukin pikiran positif ke diri sendiri, renungan, komunikasi dengan diri sendiri, dan komunikasi dan renungan sama Tuhan, dan juga meditasi berarti menyebarkan energi positif ke dunia lingkungan dan untuk membuat orang yang resah dan tidak damai menjadi tenang.
Takut dan benci. Ini 2 perasaan yang paling kental dalam seseorang ketika dia mengalami peristiwa-peristiwa traumatis yang sifatnya kekerasan. Untuk mengatasi rasa takut ini, pertama dia diberikan pemahaman, yaitu melalui pendidikan intelektual, pemahaman yang lebih komprehensif mengenai agama-agama. Jadi religious study itu penting sekali. Itu juga proses healing. Jadi diberikan misalnya orang Islam diberikan pemahaman mengenai agama Kristen apa.
Interfaith and Harmony Art for Peace. As a final closing event, around 200 students from the 20 Islamic and Christian schools of the teachers present at the workshop participated to make an art event called Interfaith and Harmony Art for Peace. This festival brought with it a twofold importance. First, it gave an opportunity for the teachers to put into practice their learnings of these days immediately after the workshop. And second, many Muslim and Christian school students came together for the first time since the conflict in 1999, when at the time many of them were infants and had felt directly the effect of the conflict and violence in their home and community. Their scared memories have begun a process of deep healing.
Dari sejarah, kita belajar banyak. Sehebat apapun diskriminasi dan kekerasan primordial, prinsip hak asasi manusia selalu menang. Mari bersama kita bermimpi dan terus berjuang bagi terwujudnya sebuah dunia tanpa diskriminasi.
love to give. To give is love. Love the gift of love. No belief without the love. Believe in love, the belief of love. None of you truly believes until you love for your neighbor what you love for yourself. None of you truly believes until you love for your neighbor what you love for yourself. Love to give is love. Love the gift of love. Nobody without the love. Believe in love, the belief of love. None of you truly believes until you love for your neighbor what you love for yourself. None of you truly believes until you love for your neighbor what you love for yourself. Love to give, the gift of love. Give the other all your love. What a relief to give my love. I know you're my love. What a relief to give my love. I'm you now, you're my love. To give, the gift of love. Gift of love. To give my love. I know you, and you're my love.